Good morning, folks. You're with Edward here on the 20th of August, 2024. The South Westnage Street project running right straight through the center of the Vine Street neighborhood. Beautiful old Kalamazoo homes, kept very well. There's an association here, as it were, and they make sure the homes are in very good order. I just came from the fire of one that was built in 1865 in this neighborhood. There's been a rash of arsons this year, and that one hasn't been proven yet, but it was a vacant, old, abandoned home, about 159 years old. And but anyways, they're working here on Westnage Street. It's a huge project. See them laying new pipe and so forth. Right here is the old Pioneer Cemetery. Remember, I did the video about how all the graves, many of them are still there with the stones just laid flat on top of them, like in Poltergeist. Okay, that got tons of views. I appreciate that. And it's an interesting story, factual story. Right here it is. Remember how I said that the first time that they widened Westnage Street about 40 years ago, right under the sidewalk right there on the other side of these pipes. Now the pipes are laid there on the sidewalk. They found graves and they had to be removed and so forth. Well, just a couple of days ago, as they were working along here, they found another one. And the gravestone was laid flat on top of the grave. Authorities were called. They came and checked it out. And it turned out, you see, they've been connecting the water lines to the homes along here, new water lines. And the grave, and I'm not going to walk over there, this is all closed off for construction, but the grave was right up in here along this little pathway, that little sidewalk area. And they have already connected, and you can see the dirt that's there. I'll zoom up, it's a little bit lighter colored right here. This is all the new little soil right there that they put, covered it up. They're probably going to go in there one day and put a new sidewalk in along there. But that's where the gravestone was found. That's where the grave is, right there. And so they were able to connect the water line, the new water line, into this home right here, and without disturbing the grave. They laid the stone back down where they'd found it and buried it right where they found it. And so even though that the street itself here had been cleared of those graves about 40 years ago, there's still one right there. And they did it with utmost respect and so forth. The name of the person that was local on the news, they showed a picture of the stone, and then they reinterred it. Pretty cool. Very interesting, but very sad that right down here we lost to the north, just a couple of blocks, we lost another old Kalamazoo home. You might be able to see the lights down there from the fire engine still, and you can right there. I was there just a little bit earlier making a video. And I'll take a little walk up here around the corner, but this neighborhood back in the day, when I was a boy, and would walk from your far right here, as we're looking, about 3 or 4 blocks where we lived, up Vine Street, crossing Westnage, this is Westnage, over here to the far left to Vine Street Elementary School. And all of these homes, for the most part, in this neighborhood, were single family. And there were a few that had turned into apartments for the college students. That's why they called it the student ghetto. Now it's the wonderful Vine Street neighborhood. But yeah, we'd walk up to school, and many of these homes were single family. Since then, oh my gosh, what do we have up there? It's just the common design, made famous by the Amityville Horror. Every time I see those, I always stop and take a picture, or if I'm making a video, I'll call the attention, and it's like it sets me back in my heels, and I'm all scared and everything, right? Halloween is coming up, now that I think of it. Eh? You know, we just lost one 159 years old. Anyways, I'm really glad that you're with me here today. I'm sorry we had to cover a fire earlier, but this was a very interesting little piece of history here. The finding and reinterring and also marking that grave. It was not marked. It was not on the list. So now they know where that gentleman is buried. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it.